We'll get started with the yoga practice. So no matter how busy you are, try to find some time, because it's going to pay off ultimately, keeping up your health and fitness. Take some nice deep breaths. Centering yourself. And release. Now, since we are already warmed up because of the end of the day, we can get started with some simple stretches first. Let's try the standing mountain. I noticed if I don't practice yoga for a week, my body starts to cry different places. And if I do keep practicing, which I do typically 3 to 4 times a week, it's better off. And we lose that ability very fast to stay healthy if we are not active. And that's just out of personal experience. So as you practice the mountain, think of the mountain, how stable it is. Think yourself as the mountain. There's a whole lot of things ahead of each of us. And we have to be as stable as the mountain. So releasing your arms. Let's do the side stretch. Go ahead and raise your right arm and bend to the left. So when you practice this side bend, you want to bend from the hips up. So you want to put pressure on the knees laterally. So get that extra stretch over here on the side of the right side of the trunk. Enjoy breathing into the stretch. And slowly releasing. Now try the side bend on the other side, left arm up and bending to the right. And come back to neutral. Let's try the shoulder stretch. So left hand on the back as high as possible. Right hand from above reaching down. Interlock the fingers if possible. Otherwise keep the hands moving towards each other. You can use a piece of cloth or rope to position the hands. Nice deep breaths. shake your arms. So each breath you take has to be purposeful. It has to remind you that you are here for a purpose. You got a lot of challenges and you are able to solve those. So let's try the same stretch on the other side. So right hand goes to back this time. And release. Okay, shake your arms. And now you want to switch on to the tree. So go ahead and stand on the right. Place the left foot on the right leg. Okay, either below the knee or above the knee, not on the knee. You can also hold the heel on the ankle if you find raising the leg high. Release. Shake the leg and standing on the left. You can use a wall or chair for support, perfectly fine. Releasing, shake your leg. Okay, try the chair now. You want to stand with your feet width apart, and you want to sit down and you stand up, keeping the kneecaps tucked in behind the toes. Raise your arms so that you stretch your back. You're also lengthening your spine in a sense. Now you want to put nice sequence. Shake your leg. Let's try some leg strengthening postures. And the hero is a great posture for that purpose. So go ahead and get a chair and stand about slightly more than an arm's length from the chair. More lean forward and get your body into a T. Trying to flatten your lower back as much as you can. And release. Yeah, shake your leg. Try the same hero 3 as it is called, variation of the hero, on the other leg now, the left. Release. Come back to standing. Now if you have joint pains, we know that as the day progresses, it gets better. That's only because we are moving those joints. So why not early in the day you practice half hour of stretching yoga and you'll be more set for the day. Actually a good amount of standing postures. Let's try the sun salutation and then try some postures on the back on the mat. First let's prepare for the back bend with the back bend. So go ahead and lean back, look up and back, hold and breathe. Now you want to hinge at the hip and rolling your spine forward, releasing your trunk, slowly taking your time into the forward bend. And swinging your arms up to standing prayer position. Now for the half sun salutation, inhale back bend, exhale standing forward bend, inhale bring your trunk up parallel to the mat, lengthening your spine as much as possible, hold and breathe a few times. Then exhale, standing forward bend, inhale, back bend, back to prayer position. One more time, inhale, back bend, exhale, standing forward bend. Inhale, front up parallel to the mat, hold and breathe. And then exhale, standing forward bend. Inhale, back bend, back to prayer position. Now let's go down to the mat. Most of these you can try sitting on a chair if you find it hard to sit down on the mat. Let's go get into the hero posture. You're going to sit on the heels with your back up and straight. Close your eyes. Follow the breath. This is Vajrasana, the diamond posture. And now let's get into the table position. So the hand should be below the shoulders and knees below the hips. Now work your lower back. Okay, so you're going to raise your left leg up and look up. Exhale, left knee and the head together. Okay, try this movement 6 to 8 times. Don't rush through this. Try to observe what happens, how your lower back gets engaged. And notice the benefits. And now switching over to the other leg. And then back to diamond posture. Let me bring the microphone closer to me so you don't hear the noise. Now what you want to do is keep your knees slightly apart, raise your arms and lowering the arms and the forehead down. See if you can rest the forehead on the mat. You have to lengthen your back. So use your fingers to kind of pull at the shoulders. Hold and breathe. And then raise yourself and come up to sit on the mat. Okay, sit with your legs folded to the left and then you're going to twist to your right and back, trying to keep your back as straight up as possible. And then come back to neutral and try the twist on the other side. So when you try the twist, if you feel side cramping, for example, you'll be surprised if you just try this a few times over the next few days, those cramps will disappear actually. So it's a question of engaging the muscles, the joints. And come back to the front, easy posture, cross your legs. If you can also try half lotus where you take one foot and place it on the opposite thigh, but you don't have to do this, just see what you're comfortable. Take your hands to the back, hold the right wrist and gently bend towards the left knee. Giving yourself time to settle into the posture, trying to keep your back lengthened. Come back up to neutral, and now try the side bend to the right. Come back up to vertical and neutral. Now bring both the feet together. This is a good, great hip opener. Hold the toes, pull them up as you sit up straight, pressing the knees consciously into the mat. So this posture, it helps to do some visualization. Think of a well of energy at the base of your spine. As you inhale, visualize drawing up that energy up your spine, up your core. Washing and energizing. Letting go as you exhale. Now as you inhale next, raise the knees up and down as you exhale. So working on your hip joint. And then when you exhale next, slowly lean forward. You can keep your heels slightly away, which makes it easier on your knees. And letting go of your trunk with each exhalation. Then come back up to vertical. Okay. Now let's go ahead and rest on the mat on the back and try the bound angle as you lie down. So dropping each knee to its side as you keep the feet together. Let go of the lower back. Raise your arms first so that you feel that most of your upper back is feeling supported. Resting your hands on the thighs. Nice deep breaths. Slowly bring both the knees up and then drop both the knees to the right side. Position the hip one above the other as much as possible. So you don't have to keep your legs together, okay? Let them find their own space. Then extend your left arm to the side, look over the left shoulder. And come back up to neutral, both your knees up, and dropping both the knees now to the left side. Again, position one hip above the other, and extend your right arm this time to the right, look over the right shoulder. And now come back up to neutral, both your knees up in the air. Now what you want to do, stretch your right leg out and hold the left toe or the left arch, left foot with your left hand, and press the left knee to the side, okay? So this is a hip rotator and a hip opener. So you got to feel that stretch in your inner thigh, side, calf muscles. Nice deep breaths. And now let's let that left leg out on the mat. Same thing with the right. Now hold the right foot and press it to the side. Try to get the shin as vertical as possible, okay? That's where you want to apply the pressure. So you can experiment with your leg which is stretched out. You can either release it or stretch it ahead. And release. Okay, bring both the feet together now. On the mat, knees in the air. Try the bridge. Your arms should be on the sides, palms down. Pressing the feet into the mat, lifting the hips up, working your spine towards the neck. Try to keep your legs parallel to each other. As you breathe, engage the top of your lungs. Releasing the hips down. Let's pull both the knees into the chest. Okay, lifting the head up and rock on the small of your back. After which you want to bring yourself up. Try to strengthen your core. So go ahead and lean onto your elbows and raise the legs above the ground. Hold and breathe. And then release the feet onto the mat. Get into a squat. Start by sitting on the toes first, toes about hip width apart. See if you can lower the heels down. Otherwise, just keep rocking on the toes so you kind of loosen up the lower feet. If your hands are free, bring them into a prayer position, pushing the knees out from the inside. And rest your fingers on the mat in front. Walk the fingers away. Head down, lengthening your spine. Hold and breathe. And then come up, releasing into easy posture. Let the breathing settle down. So let's try two yoga techniques. First, let's raise the energy level with Kapalabhati, which is rapid breathing. Rapidly inhaling, exhaling, in a cycle of about 15-20, and then trying a few cycles like that. So it should be very shallow. It shouldn't be really hard, deep breathing. Just in and out, in and out. So you're not really engaging the top of your lungs. It's the middle of your chest and the diaphragm working like bellows, pumping in and air, pumping air in and out. Let's try it one more time. After your next round, notice what happened. You should feel good sense of lightness in your forehead. It should be an enjoyable lightness. And now try Jalandhara Bandha, throat lock. So go ahead and inhale, hold your breath and pressing the chin down, locking your throat. Hold as long as you're comfortable, then raise whenever you need to breathe. Bring your attention to the wisdom chakra, the Ajna chakra, third eye between the two eyebrows. Think of it as a point of convergence. As you inhale, let the energy rise and converge, meeting at the third eye. Thank yourself for spending the time to spend time with yourself. Yourself as in two words, your and self, S with the uppercase S. That's more important. And I'll see you next time on another class. Namaste.